Hi guys, and welcome to our kitchen. Today I am going to be making one of the recipes from Tom's Daily Plan, which is one of my favourite things of all time. And for people who know me, know that I have a sweet tooth. So I do about 5 to 6 hours of training a day, so occasionally I do crave something a little sweet. But this is a little bit of a twist and a little bit healthier of something that I love, and that is cheesecake. I would love for you guys to cook along at home, so what I'm going to do is run through the ingredients so that you have everything ready to go so you can cook along with me. The things that you are going to need, of course, are 115 grams of full fat cream cheese, 20 grams of butter that we're going to melt later, a teaspoon of corn flour, 1 large egg, a tablespoon of runny honey, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 45 grams of digestive biscuits, approximately 3. And of course my favourite, something to put on top of it. Wait, just take one. Okay, so what we're going to do to start with is get the digestive base ready to go. I'm going to slowly move this honey out of the way so it doesn't drip everywhere. But what you can do with these is normally you would have some kind of food processor or a hand blender just to be able to like blitz it into little small pieces. What I'm going to do instead, for people who don't have all of that stuff, is literally just crush it down together as small as you can. Even if you use your hands, just like really get in there and give it a good old squish up, because that way you can get it down to crumbs really quickly. And the finer you can get it, great, but you know, every now and then having a little bit of extra crunch in there isn't going to do anyone any harm at all. Right, okay, let's get this all crunched down together. One thing I would say as well is make sure that you've got a couple of ramekins, because these make really cute little individual desserts. So like something like this. I mean, they're really cute. You can get them from most places, and also sometimes if you get a dessert, sometimes they come with these things in some supermarkets. For the base of this, we are going to need to melt the butter. So you've got your 20 grams of butter, and we're just going to melt it in the microwave. It's not going to take too long at all, but just put it in about 10-second increments, because you don't want the butter to go mental on you. So while the butter's doing that, I'm going to make sure that this is all nice and crumbed up. Because what you're going to do is you're going to put the butter in here, mix it together, and then divide it equally into these 2 ramekins. Let me just check this butter. Definitely going to need a little bit longer than that. Okay, that's definitely enough. Right, okay, here we go. As you can see, the butter is all nice and melted, and what we're going to do is we're going to just add it to the mixture of the lovely crushed up biscuits and give it a little bit of a mix. Make sure the butter's all nice and all over the crumbs, because this is going to be your base, your buttery biscuit base. One thing I did forget to mention is put your oven on, so make sure that if you've got a normal oven without a fan, put it on 170. If you've got a fan oven, then put it on 150, and if you've got a gas oven, Mark 3. So we can get this all sorted while the oven is heating up. So now that this is all nice and put together, what we're going to do is we're going to divide it equally into these 2 lovely ramekins here. Here we go. So the first one, I'm going to put in approximately half of the mixture, and then in the other one, I'm going to put in the other half of the mixture. And don't worry if it looks like it's really full, because this presses down really nicely. And also don't worry if you make a mess, this is what cooking's all about. You make mess, it doesn't matter. So look, here we go, you just push it right down. Get your fingers in there, don't be shy. I mean, lots of people would use, I don't know, the back of a spoon or whatever, but I just find it easier sometimes just to get right in there and give it a good old squish. Okay, so that's one ready. And then we're going to squish the other one down nicely. Then you've got the vanilla extract everywhere then. Here we go. See, now that is all squished down in there, it's time to make the actual cheesecake part. So I'll set those aside just for 2 seconds. So now is on to the fun part. If you have a hand blender or hand whisk, then great. If not, then you're about to get an upper arm exercise like I am and use a balloon whisk instead. So what we're going to do is we're going to separate the eggs. So this one egg, you are going to just give it a crack and then put the egg white into a nice clean bowl. There we go. All the egg white in there. Fantastic. Look at that, get as much of it in there as possible. And then just put the yolk in ramekin to the side of it so that you've got it just sitting there, because we're going to have that a little bit later. Okay, so that yolk's done with. Now, you have to whisk this and get it all until it holds its shape. So it does take a bit of a while, but trust me, it'll definitely give you an arm exercise. It's a lot quicker if you can just use a hand whisk. But all exercise is good exercise anyway, right? I've made a mess of this shirt already, so that's fine. That's what it's there for, isn't it? To get messy. Who's messy in the kitchen? I know I am. If you're messy in the kitchen, and leave a comment below and tell me about your messiest experience in the kitchen. Because whenever I like to cook, you know, it's all well and good to have like a nice clean kitchen as you're doing it, but sometimes it's just not practical and you have to just get going with it. Okay, let's see, it's starting to change form. Whew, I'm getting hot. Okay, here we go. Come on. For those of you out there with an electric whisk, you're probably done by now. See, I'm doing it the old-fashioned way so that people out there that have to use a whisk don't feel bad and are gonna be whisking away with me. Whew. Come on, arms. You can do this. You can do it. Oh. Come on. Come on, arms. I don't know why, but sometimes if you change position, it feels like it's getting easier. Not that it is. Ooh. Okay, great. I would say that these egg whites, oh gosh, gonna lose half the egg whites, are now starting to hold its shape. Look, you let go and it's just a little bit of firmness to it. So you're getting all the air that you can into the egg whites. Okay, there we go, fantastic. That'll be just fine for now. Give it a bit of a whisk in a minute. So now, in a separate bowl, you can use the same whisk, but it's not really, it's all gonna go into the same place eventually. Get another bowl. Another bowl. And what we're gonna do is combine all of the rest of the ingredients. So we are gonna put our cream cheese. Oh, that made a horrible sound, didn't it? Okay, so cream cheese in. Our honey, a tablespoon of honey in. Dum dum dum. Get it all in there. That's the thing with honey, it's so sticky that it never actually all goes in. There we go. Excellent, that's in there. And we're also going to put the egg yolk in on top, like that. And of course, oh no! Damn it. Well, I'm going to have to go and get some more vanilla. Right. Here's the vanilla. We're going to put some more vanilla in, because I knocked it over like an idiot. Okay, that goes in like that. That's going to make it nice and sweet. That's what we all like in a dessert, is to have it a little bit sweet. Right, okay. And we're going to just mush it together. Initially it might be easier to start with a fork so that things don't get all squished together. So I'm going to get a new fork out and mix it all together. And this will be, oh, and don't forget the flour too, Tom. Yeah, you got your teaspoon of flour in there, corn flour, and then we're going to mix it together using this lovely fork initially, because sometimes it's easier with a fork when it's like a little bowl like this. Right, let's get that all nice. You're going to do this until it's smooth. So, I mean, again, you can use your electric whisk if you have one, but again, because I am living in the dark ages, I am using a fork, which is going to make it all a little bit longer, but you know, if anyone's doing it along with me, they're going to be feeling my pain in the arm right now too. Okay, look at that, because that's nice and smooth now. And now that that's all nice and smooth, what we're going to do is we're going to fold in the egg white mixture into here, and that will create our lovely, delicious little cheesecake mix. Right, I'm going to get a wooden spoon, get some of the egg whites in, just fold it in nice and gently into the mixture. Just like that. There we are. Just fold it in. Makes quite a nice little fluffy sound actually. And we're going to get the rest of the egg whites in, like this. This gives it a bit of fluff, which is nice. Right, that's going to go in the sink to clean up later. Right, here we go. Now we're talking. Now it's looking like the real deal. Okay, here we go. The funny thing is, I used to hate cheesecake. When I was younger, I decided that it was like the worst substance on the planet. And then I don't know what changed, but I kind of just decided that cheesecake was all of a sudden my favorite thing. And I became like a little bit of an experimenter when it came to... Experimenter? Yeah, I guess that's a word. Anyway, now it's time to put the mixture into the ramekins. So you can split them out evenly. Just make sure that you've got the mixture in there. Oh no. The aim is to try and make it look nice and pretty anyway, so that it doesn't overflow on the side. Cheeky little taste. Okay, right. And then get the rest of this in there. Lovely jubbly. Get that. Perfect little ramekins. And you can obviously, if you want to make more, if you've got more people coming around or whatever it might be, then... I've got a bit naughty and licking my fingers, I'm so sorry. Don't worry, it's only me eating them. Both of them. Okay. Right, let's get that. Make sure that they're nice and flat so that they come out nice when you're when they go into the oven. Look at that. Look at those two lovely little cheesecakes. So what we're going to do now, other than lick your fingers, is put it onto a baking tray. Look, I've got like a little mini one. Put it onto a baking tray and then we're going to put it into the oven for about 30 minutes, and then once it comes out, that's the fun part. We can put on some of our decorations. I sometimes like to put raspberries on it or something like that, or some Daim bar or some mini eggs are just like the best thing when you just, it's coming up to Easter anyway, so may as well start early, right? So now the oven has reached temperature, I'm going to put this in, like so. And put the timer on for 30 minutes. If I can get it to 30 minutes, come on now. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit in the oven for 30 minutes and I'll see you back in here when it's time to get the cheesecakes out. So as you can hear, the cheesecakes are now ready. They look like mini volcanoes, if I'm honest. Right. Probably had a little bit too much mixture in the tin, so they started to overflow. But stop beeping. Okay, there we go. So that's all good to go. Well, there are the cheesecakes, and they look like they've erupted slightly, but don't worry about that if that happens, because it's cheesecake, and it's all gonna taste good in the end, no matter what it looks like. But we should leave those to cool for about 10 minutes before we put this on, or else it'll melt everywhere. So I'm going to leave those right there for a little bit to let them cool. So now that the cheesecakes have cooled, you can see that they've collapsed a little bit, which is absolutely fine, because before they looked like... I don't know, what did they look like? You tell me below in the comments. But anyway, because it's Easter coming up, I've got some mini eggs, so I'm just going to shove some mini eggs into it. Oh look, that one looks like a smiley face. That one's really cute. And also I've got some Daim bar that I'm going to sprinkle on top because everybody loves Daim bar. And I'm going to take this out of the little tray. And here we go. And these are your finished little cheesecakes. Let me know what you think of the recipe by commenting below, giving it a thumbs up and telling me how you get on. And if you like this recipe and want to know a few more, then Tom's Daily Plan is available, and I'll put all the information down below along with the recipe and all the step-by-step instructions. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.